Tennessee.
It's after the show, tuckered out. They're sleeping, and we're just about pulling in to the KOA.
We got detoured up the freeway because of construction or something, but enjoying some beautiful scenery here on the back roads. It's a little windy and up and down, but so far so good.
I know we're going somewhere into the danger zone.
Spent the night we had just crossed the Tennessee, North Carolina into Tennessee border and found a KOA and spent the night there. And now we're heading through Knoxville on the way to Nashville. So we should be there in a couple of hours. And we're going to camp overnight, get a whole bunch of paperwork done that we need to do, get caught up on everything, and then head in to visit our friends, Teamhunt Adventures, Mike and Ellen Hollis and their young son Hunt. And it should be a fun time together. Today's the big day. It's CMA Day in Nashville, and we're heading from the Brentwood area, about a half an hour downtown. And we're going to spend most of the day just checking out the city, seeing what sights we can see while we're there. And then about 5 o'clock tonight, we're getting ready for the CMA Awards. It should be a fun day and a really fun evening. Bit of a cold and rainy day down here, that's for sure. I think it's dampening the country music spirit a little bit. We're the only ones on the road right now, but we're Canadians, we can handle the cold. Woo! Trying to find a place to hang out. Here we are in Nashville, and we're heading down to the CMA Awards. Carol wasn't feeling 100%, so Caroline got to go. Lucky girl. Who are you looking forward to seeing?
Carrie Underwood.
Definitely Carrie Underwood, Brad Paisley. So we're super excited. A friend of mine, Mike Hollis, and he's also one of my clients. He hooked this up, and we're really fortunate to be here. Really excited, and looking forward to the Country Music Awards in downtown Nashville tonight. It's going to be a great time. Through the rain, and we're now in the venue and heading to our seats. Highway 40. CMAs are over. We had an awesome time. The performances were amazing. Did you like it, Caroline?
Yeah, it was amazing.
What was your best performance?
I like Carrie Underwood.
They were all amazing. Isn't that cool?
Trying to grow, lost in the sight of you alone. Here I'll stay till dawn.
You up? Give me 5, buddy, old pal.
Breeze in the sky.
Hey guys, I'm here today with Mike and Ellen Hollis. They started a nonprofit, a charity called Teamhunt. And the mission for that charity is to inspire families to get out and do things together, to adventure together, despite whatever challenges you might have. And I'm gonna pass it over to Mike and to Ellen to really give you some background on the charity. It's really exciting, it's really inspiring, and I hope you really enjoy this video.
Thanks for having us.
Yes, thank you so much for visiting. Your family has definitely been an inspiration for our family. So we're really excited to have you here. So when our son was born in 2009, he had some challenges, and we didn't know what was going on at the beginning. But it turns out he was diagnosed with mitochondrial disease, which is an energy disorder. And what that means is that the mitochondria in his cells doesn't produce enough energy for his major organs to function. And so for him, it affects his GI system. And so from birth, he had lots of challenges throwing up. He was delayed in speech, eating, lots of low muscle tone. So he's done a lot of occupational therapy and physical therapy. But when he was born, and really through the first 4 years of life, we weren't sure he was going to be able to walk. And so we created Teamhunt originally to run and to walk for kids who can't. And so we started running races and triathlons and marathons, and got our whole community together, and it grew and grew. And so in 2011, we went to the Community Foundation in Nashville and created the Hunt Michael Hollis Fund of the Community Foundation of Middle Tennessee as an official nonprofit to raise money for other families who experience challenges both mentally and physically. And so through that, we have been able to fund programs at Vanderbilt Children's Hospital, Wishes through Make-A-Wish. We have just actually helped build the new pediatric therapy clinic at High Hopes in Franklin, Tennessee, and we continue to grow. So 2 summers ago, we were watching YouTube videos like the Epic Family Road Trip, and our son discovered this new world of overlanding, and we started adventuring and getting out in our summers, and have realized that it's really been the best therapy for our family.
Yeah, that was a pivotal year for the charity and for the family. All within about 6 months' time, we had 2 family members diagnosed with cancer. We had my father passed away, and still had the challenges with Hunt. And they're not necessarily challenges, but it's our life. And Hunt was on YouTube quite a bit and found some channels that he really liked. And one of those being the Epic Family. And we really enjoyed watching those videos and getting inspiration on travel and being together, and decided that that was something that we wanted to show to other families, that they could adventure and enjoy life together, and that even if you do have challenges and lots of headwinds, you can get out and do things. And for us, that was an epic trip. That first trip was in California, but we encourage folks that being in your backyard can be an adventure for kids that need it. And it's not limited to some massive trip with all the gear and things that you may see that you need, you don't. And we want to try to inspire that adventure is possible for all kids. And for us, therapy, adventure has been the best therapy for Hunt. And he's really blossomed in the past year and a half. His vocabulary has grown. He's eating a lot, which is a very big risk for us. He almost had a feeding tube. But you would be amazed at what being outside and being in nature can do for he and our family.
And while doctors said he might not walk, this past summer he actually hiked 7 miles in Canada, which was amazing. And just, being outdoors and being with our family and being present has really helped all of us. So we really do believe, whether you have special needs or not, that adventuring is the best therapy. It's something that everyone should do. And we've just all grown in so many ways.
It's been fun. Yeah, Hunt's tagline is
Adventure awaits.
Adventure awaits.
Be present.
Yeah, be kind, be present, and do great things. And he's eager to show people that, and as are we, and encourage anybody that thinks that they've got struggles. It's hard. There are people out there that share those struggles, and we want to make sure that people know that you can't escape. And being outside and being in nature is one way to do that, and the collateral effects of that are pretty big, and it's pretty remarkable what it can achieve for kids and for the family.
So Mike and Ellen, thank you for sharing and giving us some background on this is inspiring charity that you guys have put together. There are so many challenges out there, and getting into nature, there's just something magical about it. You've seen amazing results with Hunt. Hunt is, I wish we could introduce you to him. We just sent Hunt off on the bus this morning, but what an amazing little guy, just full of energy and excitement, and he's such a loving young man. But that when you see as parents improvements in all these things that you're going to therapy to improve upon, and then you see nature just giving that to him, you'll never regret getting out and adventuring with your kids under any circumstances. Mike said it doesn't have to be a huge epic trip. We started in our backyard. Our first hike was just down the road, and we got out with the kids, and we could see just something happening with them being out in nature. So hiking is one of the great things you can do. But we also do what we call overlanding. Mike and Ellen are part of this overlanding community. If you've ever seen the Epic Family Road Trip Jeep, Mike and Ellen have a Jeep rigged out just like that. And it's a great way to do vehicle-based camping. It's a great way to get yourself out into some pretty remote areas. So, but like Mike said, you don't have to go out and buy all the gear right now. But little by little, I think that the overlanding community is just a really the overlanding experience is a really good way to get out into nature. So I hope you're inspired to do things together as a family, to just get out into nature and enjoy, and let your children feel the breeze and hear the birds and watch the trees swaying in the wind. Not only is it good for people with special needs, it's good for all of us. We all have special needs, and one of those needs is to really enjoy nature. So we'll show you around the Jeep a little bit, and hopefully you'll be inspired to take an epic adventure with your family. Now make sure you follow Ellen and Mike and Hunt. There's a couple ways you can do that. You can go onto their website, which is
Teamhunt.org.
Teamhunt.org, and you can follow them on Instagram, and the handle is at Teamhunt Adventures. Yeah. So we look forward to sharing together online and just inspiring each other. Make sure you share your stories with us of ways that you've got out and into the wild or into the nature, and the results you see with your family. So now we're heading out with Teamhunt, and they're taking us outside of town, outside of Franklin, to do a couple of trails. So come with us and we'll show you the countryside, which is about an hour outside of Nashville.
And I see something shimmering in your eyes. And they say if you want.
All right, we stopped for a coffee in a quaint little beautiful town outside of Franklin here. And I think what are you gonna get?
I don't know.
I'm gonna get a black coffee. Dan's gonna get a hot chocolate.
Take my hand and walk beside me in a world of thunder, fear.
So we just enjoyed a coffee here in the sunshine. It's really warmed up and it's quite comfortable. And now we're heading out into the countryside to do some jeeping and just to get off the road a little bit.
Not give in.
We're just having some fun with Mike and Ellen. They've got their Jeep in front of us and we're heading through the forest. We found some pretty nice little trails here, and every once in a while we'll stop like this and Mike will walk ahead and just see if it's passable. Otherwise we're gonna have to turn around and go back where we came from, but I think we're good. We've had to move a few logs and open a few gates, but looks like we're good to go. here's the Teamhunt Jeep. Hunt is really into trucks and Jeeps. He's just a big fan of anything 4x4 really, but so to adventure with him, Mike and Ellen, they got a Jeep and they decked it out, and we're gonna ask Mike to show us around a bit. Some of the mods that you made with Hunt in mind and with his disability or his challenge, what makes it fun for him, what stimulates him, what gets him excited. Let's take a look maybe inside at the cockpit, as Hunt calls it.
Probably two things that were real specific for Hunt now is we have a these are AMP research steps. So Hunt's he's mobile, but sometimes he has challenges, and that was one easy way for him to get in and out of the cab a little bit easier. And then this is his cockpit, as he calls it. So he's got all his favorite patches, his flashlights. This is where he keeps his core toys are here, and normally when we're traveling, we have a tool box or a tackle box that's where he carries all his toys in. So if it doesn't fit in there, it doesn't go. So it kind of helps us work with him to regulate what he wants to play with and stuff like that. But like any young little dude, we have to have wipes because we have a lot of accidents. But this is it, and if you want to pan in there, you can kind of see some of his favorite patches, the people he loves to follow.
I know we're going somewhere into the danger zone.
So the obviously the car seat doesn't go here all the time, but this is probably the first and most important piece of equipment that we had for Hunt. Especially with his meds, they have to remain at a certain temperature. He's got special diet restrictions. So we kind of planned the whole build around this fridge. And this is a Luna 50-liter fridge. Paul and the guys that equipped were super helpful in us thinking through what was the best fridge for him to carry his meds and all the foods. So we have this and kind of built everything around it. As you can see, this is kind of where we had some of our fire tools. And then I worked with a friend and we built this this cabinet system, which just kind of contains basically all our galley stuff. Paper towels here. We do have a scuttle. We don't have it here right now, but we swap out that or the camp stove right here. And then this is where we store our solar power from Overland Solar goes there. And we've got the charging station right here, and then charge a lot of our camera equipment here, and then right behind Hunt's seat. So most of our electronic is on this wall.
Is that an inverter tucked under there?
Yeah. So there's about a 1200 watt inverter right here, and then we kind of pair out some of the GoPro and camera equipment on that side, and then some of the other equipment we actually do on this wall. We've got Velcro here, and I've got I don't know if you can see it, but we have Blue Ridge Overland gear bags that kind of go there.
Oh, yeah.
So we have batteries and headlamps, and the galley stuff is on this side, so like coffee, Ziploc bags, that kind of stuff, and then all electronics is on here. But yeah, this is
cool.
This is the galley.
The adventure mobile.
Oh yeah, yeah. And these are, can't see them now obviously, but this is where all our lights go. So we have lights that kind of, this is $8 Home Depot lights that we installed. They go, I run them all the way over here. It's kind of, it's like under cabinet lighting that goes out. And so this is where we do a lot of prep.
Very cool.
So most of the exterior stuff is pretty standard. We do, living in Tennessee, we do go and do some woods trails and stuff like that. So that's what these limb risers are for. There's a standard winch, and then some intensity lights that we use a little bit this summer. Then we've got Max Tracks. We've not had to use those too much. We actually almost had to use them at Expo East, but that's another story. And we also use them to help level out the Jeep when we're on ground that's not parallel or even. And then we've got a great Tepui tent. It's been awesome. We've had it for about 3 years. Hunt's gotten bigger, so we may have to upgrade that. And then we've got typical front runner accessories. We've got our shovel and got our axe that we've used quite a bit, and we've got 2 tables underneath that when we're someplace more than a night, we usually pull those out to help prep food and eat off of.
Your tent opens this way?
It accordions out actually on that side.
that side?
My bad, you're right. It actually folds out on this side. And we've got an annex. And underneath the tent, we've actually got some lights that kind of light up the annex, which is kind of cool.
Nice, yeah.
And if you probably can't see it, but once you open this up, this is, we have a curtain rod here. And we have closet organizers that hang down. And we use this as our closet.
Oh, yeah.
So when we're changing, we literally have this closet in the annex and can kind of get clothes out, and we put all our toiletry items and all the laundry type stuff goes right here. And these are the lights. I don't know if you can see it. So whenever the tent's out, this is kind of your light switch. So the top, we actually have a light in the tent, so it turns that on. This does the annex. And then it's kind of hard to see, but these little pocket lights right there, that's what lights up the closet when we're in there.
Oh yeah, so you took the seat right out and have just a single seat in the back.
Yeah.
Gives you a lot.
So it's called a 40-60 or 60% delete, and you take out this half of the seat, and there's a bracket you can buy, just makes it safe. A lot of Goose Gear. Goose Gear's got some really cool plans for this. It's called seat delete. Their thing, which is kind of
That gives
cool.
you lots of extra space.
Yeah, a lot of cubbies to do stuff. As you can see, mine's pretty dirty, but it's a pretty good setup.
Yeah, this is Blue Ridge.
Yeah, that's all Blue Ridge stuff. Yeah.
Any organizing bags that you just Velcro them to any place.
And this is actually a good tip from Marco at Overland X, who told me about the bed rug liner, which is pretty standard for Jeeps, but it has the right kind of backing where these things stick really well, and good for patches and Blue Ridge Overland gear bags. But it's pretty nice having those because you can quickly just grab it, throw it somewhere, and
keeps all your stuff organized. And if you're going over trails and going from side to side, it holds everything in place.
yeah, and quiet, which is
quiet.
nice.
Yeah, very good.
It's really nice.
They'll be gone. The trees will bloom and ice will melt. We'll always remember how it felt.
That's cool.
Stickers.
Clean in the blackest night, cloistered in injustice dead, and in the eyes of time.
Just finished off-roading a bit with Mike and Ellen, and now we're heading into town to a place called, what is it, Puckett's?
Puckett's Grocery, yeah.
Puckett's Grocery. It looks like a real quaint place. Mike, what can you tell us about it?
Well, this was originally just the grocery store for the local community years and years ago, but it became a place where people would come and play music and pick guitars and mandolins and all kind of fun bluegrass stuff. So much so that people will come here to listen to other people play. And now a lot of musicians, songwriters, celebrities live out here, and occasionally you may see them in Puckett's picking or playing.
Sounds good.
Hopefully Ricky makes another appearance.
My size of bean.
Oh yeah. Let me see. Hold it up here. That's for lunch?
Yep.
Hunting alone, traveling from the deep forest into the sun. In war, there's never an option to run.
We just ate lunch with Mike and Ellen, and did a bit of a tour of Leapers Fork. It's a little village that's just outside of Franklin, Tennessee. Very quaint, all kinds of really nice shops, good places to eat. 4x4 trails if you have a Jeep. I recommend you come and visit this quaint little town. We had a wonderful time here in Brentwood, Tennessee with our very dear friends Michael and Ellen Hollis and their son Hunt. And we did some 4x4ing today. We spent a couple days with them. Had a delicious dinner with them last night. Just a wonderful time. So thank you, Teamhunt, Mike, Ellen, Hunt, for your hospitality, for having us with you. We learned a lot. We're inspired. We love how you carry on with your adventures, Hunt, despite any challenges you face. And you're just an inspiration to us, and I'm sure to many, many people. So keep on adventuring, and we've got to keep going down the road. But we love you, and there you are, little man.
Can you go help her?
That's Teamhunt.
That's so exciting!
Yeah.
Oh, this is big! This is big. Are you ready? Where's she behind? Go show it.
Is that Teamhunt?
It is. Go show her. Go show her where it should go. Can you put it right there?
Yeah, this is right there. Hey, that's us! We are Teamhunt.
Hey, do you need your book? Road trip?
Yay! Welcome to another sub of the Epic Family Road Trip.
All right.
Thank you for everything.
Hunt, give him a hug.
Get another hug. Thank you. Thank you for everything.
Give him a hug.
Guys, this is how we roller skating.
You're welcome. Yeah. All right, hugs, Hunt.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
We'll see you later, bud.
Thank you for everything. Thank you so much. That was awesome.
And in the meantime,
We'll see you down the road.